Hello, welcome to InfoHub. In our headlines, more measures being put in place to boost hinterland aerial surveillance, says Minister Harmon. The work of the Project Restore Guyana Task Force highlighted. Mining operators can now access geochemical analytical services. Cricket's Power to Unite was displayed last evening, and the Carry Festa begins. Stay tuned for the details of these and more. Now for the details. Guyana's application for membership to the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative was submitted. Zanil Williams has more.
This morning, Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman submitted the application via Skype with Regional Director of EITI, Dr. Francisco Paris, and in the presence of the staff of the GYEITI Secretariat and members of the MSG.
The EITI process is one in which the underlying or undergirding principle is that the resources of a state belong to the people, and therefore the incomes earned must be accounted for and spent in accordance with both the people's wishes, and it must of course be done in a manner that is transparent.
Guyana's application process began in 2010 under the previous administration. The process, however, was only fast-tracked over the last 2 years. Guyana has fulfilled the 5-step application process, which includes the government's commitment to the standards and the establishment of the MSG. The multi-stakeholder group of the GYEITI, a tripartite of government, civil society, and industry, have been conducting outreaches targeted at communities that are traditionally engaged in the extractive sector. Outreaches were conducted in Bartica Region 7 and Karivaton Berbice Region 6. Minister Trotman said that the MSG working together proves that Article 13 of the Constitution is alive and well.
This represents, in many regards, a good personification of how Article 13 of our Constitution can work. That is inclusivity in decision making, that you can bring three disparate and often with sides with varying views and at odds with each other sometimes together.
There are 52 countries with membership that adhere to the standard. Once accepted, Guyana will become the 53rd country. Zanil Williams for InfoHub.
The National Task Force Commission for Project Restore Guyana gave an update highlighting the progress made since its 2015 launch. Crystal Stoll has more.
The update covered a number of events from the period 2015 to 2017, along with proposals for the 2018 budget allocations. According to Head Major General Joseph Singh, during the 2-year period, the Task Force Commission engaged in a number of activities. He said assistance was given from Holland and students of Delft University.
We made a request to Minister of Public Infrastructure, Minister Patterson, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for assistance from the government of Holland. And that translated into the visit by the Dutch Disaster Response Rapid Response Team, who spent about 3 weeks here in November of 2015, submitted a report. We actioned that report, and the following year we had a visit from graduate students from the Delft University who worked here with the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority, the City Council, the University of Guyana, and other agencies and individuals looking at modeling the drainage pattern in Georgetown.
Major General Singh said the task force has identified areas of proposed work for the 2018 budget allocation.
These are some that we've identified based on our own visits. Dr. Punalal, the research engineer, have been instrumental in getting out in the field, networking with agencies that have brought matters to our attention, and submitting these to the relevant sector agencies, complemented by photographs to indicate the magnitude of the problem or the issue.
The Task Force Commission engaged in a number of road repairs along the East Coast and Perico, the upgrading of solid waste sites, and the construction of critically needed reservoirs in Region 9, to name a few. Crystal Stoll for InfoHub.
Renata LaFleur, who's in Barbados, now tells us a little about what Guyana has to offer for Carry Festa 13.
Carry Fester 13 Barbados.
As Tropical Storm Harvey threatened over Barbados, Guyanese contingents settled in at the Timeout Hotel ahead of the opening ceremony. Gray skies and heavy winds greeted visiting CARIFESTA delegations. The Guyanese contingent, after being urged to remain indoors, got their creative juices flowing through relaxing. We took our cameras around to meet some of them. Andrew Hudson, part of the literary arts team, seeks to bring life to fiction writing.
My aspect is basically bringing life to fiction writing. That's what put me here. After winning the Walter Rodney competition a few times, specifically for the fiction categories and the essay categories, it propelled me onto this platform.
CARIFESTA offers artists like Andrew the opportunity to create networks and forge bonds with fellow artists.
I think it's going to be a beautiful experience. I think it's going to shed light on the talent that Guyana has, the talent that is in the Caribbean. And we'll be able to communicate with one another and form a network, so to speak, that's going to boost literature, boost music, boost craft, culinary arts, the entire picture that makes up a country. Because truly I believe that art is a stepping stone to building identity.
For InfoHub, Renetta LaFleur reporting from Christchurch, Barbados.
Carry Fester 13 Barbados.
The investigations into the landing of a Beechcraft aircraft suspected to be from Brazil is continuing, with Guyana Civil Aviation Authority spearheading efforts. Minister of State Joseph Harmon informed the media today that the investigation will determine several issues, such as the origin of the aircraft, the fate of the crew members who abandoned it, and the reasons for it landing without permission on a makeshift runway some 10 miles from the outskirts of the Santa Fe mega farm. The executive-type aircraft, which landed on the 13th of August, has since been flown to the Cheddi-Jagan International Airport, where it is being placed under heavy security. Several additional measures, Minister Harmon said, are being put in place to reduce similar incidences from occurring in the future. Assistance is also being sought from several bilateral and multilateral agencies as government moves to improve aerial surveillance of border and hinterland areas. A new company is now offering geochemical analytical services to the mining industry. Crystal Stull tells us more.
MS Analytical Country Director Rory Ford said the facility provides sample preparation services for miners. This new service could be beneficial to small miners and encourage economic mining.
If you actually know where you're extracting your minerals from before you actually put an excavator in the ground and you burn so much fuel, or you pay workers and it's sort of hit or miss, they can have a better idea if they take samples.
The company, located in Collagen, East Coast, Demerara, is even willing to subsidize the cost for small miners.
We can utilize a part of our facility to help them out. And we'll definitely subsidize some of the costs, because you know what? Small miners today become big companies tomorrow.
MS Analytical commenced operation 2 weeks ago. Minister Simona Broom said this new facility could be useful to mining syndicates.
The government, we're talking about green mining, and we look at how we can avoid deforesting areas that are not feasible to miners. So the idea of small miners coming together and bring their sample, and I think once persons know that the service is here, persons would be eager to go.
MS Analytical is also developing capacities for oil and petrochemical testing. Crystal Stall for InfoHub.
The NDIA hosted its first workshop in 10 years to sensitize contractors about the public procurement process. More than 30 contractors attended the workshop, aimed at creating a diverse and enhanced public-private partnership. Chief Executive Officer of the NDIA, Frederick Flats, said that this year the authority is expected to spend more than $3.5 billion on capital and recurrent expenditure works. Presentations were given on NDIA tender procedures, monitoring and evaluation of projects, and contract management. An appeal was made for a larger pool of contractors to bid for projects, which would encourage fair competition and better quality work being offered. It was revealed that in 2016, 1,130 contracts were presented, but only 232 contractors were able to bid. The primary purpose of the workshop is to educate contractors and other potential contractors on the NDIA's procurement system, whilst ensuring that they function in accordance with what is required of them. The NDIA is mandated to promote and encourage the involvement of the private sector in the construction, management, operation and maintenance of drainage and irrigation and flood control systems. Top achievers at this year's NGSA from All Boys Town were presented with monetary gifts from Minister Simona Brooms. More in this report.
Minister Simona Brooms encouraged the young children from All Boys Town to continue striving for success despite the challenges they may face.
When school reopened in September, how you look at it before, I want you to change that in your mind. All right? Knowing that you are what? Now. So you are shaping your future, your country for the future.
For young people who attained places at Queen's College and Bishop's High School were presented with checks from the minister to assist them in purchasing of textbooks and other necessary school items. 11-year-old Sarah Singh said the donation was unexpected but exciting.
It's really exciting when you have your whole family around you and you still get the education you deserve.
The other recipients share how they felt about the donations.
Very enlightened and privileged.
I'm glad. Very, very happy.
I feel very happy.
An aspiring politician, Demetrius Droop, said the donation was extra special.
Excited. Because I got to meet the minister, which is what I wanted all along. I wanted to meet someone in politics.
Minister Brooms also distributed haversacks to the children of All Boys Town. Delon Sanko for InfoHub.
Cricket's power to unite was evident when the Guyana Amazon Warriors took on the Jamaican Tallowers in the first game of the Guyana leg of CPL 2017. Gabriela Patram has this report.
Despite the Warriors losing their first match of the home leg of the CPL 2017, the Guyana National Stadium was packed with supporters who traveled from across the country to support their homeboys. The Warriors' colors and golden arrowhead flags were on full display as 6s and 4s were hit or when a wicket was taken. InfoHub spoke with some enthusiastic cricket fans.
Well, I cannot support Guyana. Guyana, to the death of me, forever Guyana. I would have to say right now, Tanvir might be my favorite cricketer, especially from the Guyana team. You know, he's an all-rounder, bowling well, batting well as well. Cricket has always been embedded in us from day one, you know, it's a Caribbean culture. We've always been around cricket and, you know, with the Guyana team, West Indies team, we got the ups and the downs, but no matter what, we can always support them and ride them to the end.
My favorite cricketer is Guptill, and he's on the Amazon Warriors. And I'm here to support them tonight. And I know they will do it. Cricket is we own. This is what brings us together, regardless of who we are. This is a part of our culture. This is our life. We live it. That is why every time cricket comes to Guyana, we're here at the National Stadium to support our team.
Which team are you supporting and who is your favorite cricketer?
Oh, I don't know the cricketer, their name is my first time, but I'm supporting Guyana. It's my country, I gotta support it.
Jason Mohammed. Jason is my friend. And Jason Mohammed has displayed quality, patience, tenacity in the sport. So I think Jason is my favorite in this season. It's cultural. It boils down to the hospitality of Guyanese people. We're a homely, humble people. And we have demonstrated this year after year that we are the most hospitable nation in the world.
Little Jaden Fu took time out from the game to tell InfoHub the name of his favorite cricketer.
Jaden Fu.
Okay, great.
The Warriors take on the Trinbago Knight Riders tomorrow at 12 hours, the Barbados Tridents on August 20th at 18 hours, and the St. Lucia Stars on August 22nd at 18 hours at the Providence Stadium. Make sure to go out in your Warriors colors and support. Gabriela Patram for InfoHub.
Thanks for watching. Connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Goodbye now.